You want to hear a funny story? The world's kind of going crazy. Well, in my opinion, we've always been crazy. We've always had this crazy conspiracy type of mentality. The only thing is that we were all so separated that we couldn't communicate all our conspiracies as quickly, or we couldn't communicate all our fears as quickly, nor could we band together as easily as we can now in the digital age. We can get together with each other and talk about all the conspiracies and all the crazy things that are going out there and band together. And that's a cool thing and a great thing. And it's also a detrimental thing because, and in my opinion, I believe we've always had issues in the world. I know you feel like the world's ending and there's nothing good that's going to happen and the world is just a terrible, terrible place. I believe, based on my studies and my research, that bad shit has been happening forever. It's just that now we know immediately when something really bad happens on the other side of the world, or in Kansas, or in New York, or wherever. We know about it because of social media. Now, recently I was interviewed by Channel 23, Univision here in Dallas, and they were trying to figure out why is it that bad news travels so fast? Why do people share all this negativity and all these fake news? And in many cases, it legitimately is fake news. It's not just a thing that Trump is saying or whoever the conservatives are saying or even the Democrats, the liberals are saying, oh, fake news, fake news. It literally is bullshit news that's made up to just help sell more clicks and get a click and get an impression on a website. These stories a lot of times are not real. They're just positioned in such a way to stir your anger, your resentment, your fears, and get you to share it. Well, Univision Channel 23 had reached out to me because of a relationship that I had with them already. I did an interview with them last year, I believe, and they wanted to know what can be done, what can we do, and why is it happening? What can we do? Some of the suggestions, and I'll share them with you, are check the material, the content that you're reading. I know we don't trust big news for whatever your reason may be, but the truth is there's probably more legitimacy in the CNN, CNBC, Fox News even. There's probably more legitimacy there than there is in random blogs because anyone can create content. They do. And if they can add their own spin to it and it's some crazy URL, if you look at the domain and it's wehaterepublicans.com, chances are you're going to get a very biased opinion there, and all the stories are going to be positioned in a way that's not conducive to you if you are a liberal. And on the flip side as well, wehateliberals.com or, republicansarethe.best.com. You're probably going to find that the content there is not going to be as unbiased as possible. They're both going to be biased in some way, even in the real world, the big news. However, you have to figure out how biased do you want it. If there's so much of this content being put out there, a lot of times these people are just creating the pieces and the headlines, the clickbait, to get that click and get you to share it and share this crap because that's where they make their money. They're making their money from you as an individual. Every click, even if they just make a penny or a fraction of a penny off of you, that's why they're doing it. It's not because it's real news. It's because they're just overinflating the importance or the impact or whatever to try to get the click. And because bad news historically travels fast, we are much more likely to share bad news or scary news than we are good news. They prey on that fact. So my plea to you, to anyone that's watching, and to the people that are watching that interview that was broadcasted on Univision here in Dallas, be careful with what you share. We now have a responsibility as curators of content that we don't help propagate crap and bullshit. No, regardless of what side of the spectrum you fall on, be responsible and try to vet the information and the material, the content that's being put out. You're not doing anyone any favors if you're just publishing crap that other people are just going to get scared about and they're going to push it further out. Be responsible human beings, and obviously that's a big ask of the world, but you as an individual, if we can, as individuals, as small groups of people, impact others and make conscious choices not to share the crap that is out there, it will make the world a better place. Anyways, that was an interesting insight that I've had, and I believe is true. The internet is a beautiful thing. It's given me the opportunity to be here in front of you and create a business and be home with my daughters, but it's also created the opportunity to be misled. And maybe in a future video, I'll talk about some details around that, how we're being used and manipulated, and how it's become basically an art. And I'll leave you with that, the art of outrage marketing. People have started to perfect that science of outrage marketing, getting us outraged to make us move, and we could be manipulated by the opposite side that we really hate, but they're manipulating the information, and obviously that's why we're scared of fake news, because we're afraid we're being manipulated. That's it for today. Have a marvelous day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.